Welcome to Go English. This is our live streaming event, and we are very happy to see everyone either again or for the first time. Welcome. I am Anna Mateo, or Jody Melto. Anna Mateo is my air name. I am joined with two of my VOA Learning English colleagues, Dr. Jill Robbins and Andrew Smith.
Hi.
We welcome them. We are also joined by, hello, Andrew. Andrew, I will just acknowledge your, Andrew is going through a little bit of a process, so we will wish him the best for that. We are joined by our Go Global partners. Leoba, how are you doing this evening?
This evening, hello, Jody. So I feel fine, thanks.
Welcome. You are the head of education for Go Global. Right.
So and that's who I am.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for making this happen. We are very excited. And you have a special guest for us today, someone from your organization. Please
exactly.
Her.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jody. So, and I'm happy to introduce and give the floor to our director, Tanya Kovryga. Tanyush, hello.
Hello. I am Tatiana Kovryga, director of Go Global. I am very glad to see everyone. First of all, I want to thank you, our teachers, for being with us today and for finding the time for giving new knowledge to our children. This is investment in our future. I would like to thank our partners for your support. There is a great opportunities for us, and we appreciate them. I would also like to thank our trainers, Anna, Jody, Andrew. You are incredible. You shared knowledge, motivates us, and made it interesting and creative for us for 3 months. I'm also grateful to my team, and I wish you an interesting event today and a good day.
Thank you, Tanya. So, and today we also prepared some interaction for you. It means that we are going to use Mentimeter throughout our session. So therefore, I believe that you all understand what to do. Okay, Jody, so am I ahead of something?
Not at all. While you continue to address the teachers, I'm going to share my screen with our PowerPoint presentation, and that has some information for the teachers. But I have a feeling they are very tech savvy. They know what they are doing with technology.
Exactly. So, and in the chat, I also share the link, which you can join. So already, and here you may also use a QR code to join our Mentimeter Poll, or you may just go to menti.com and type in the code you see here, 73628028. So, and this is how you join us. So, and the link to Mentimeter is in the chat box, and I will repeat it and drop it there from time to time, so that if you drop out and want to join, so that you had access to that. Jody, so shall I move to question 1, or you will tell me when to do that?
Great. Yeah, that is how we will do it, teachers. Leoba is going to interject the training with these questions. We will also be asking you to write some questions or comments in the chat so that we can make this as interactive as possible. So keep an eye out. And I also
to add that my colleague put the link to Mentimeter to our YouTube comments, so that those who watch us on YouTube could also participate in the interaction we've prepared for you.
Perfect. That sounds wonderful. I'm going to the next slide. That's our first Mentimeter poll. Leoba, thank you for showing me this wonderful technology. Let's see it in action.
Yeah, so question 1 is already on your screen, so and you can start answering it.
Great. And I'm going to advance if they're already doing that task, Leoba.
Yeah, they are. We have the first answers and I can already see that.
While you are answering that, I'm going to go over our training goals for you very quickly. And it's very simple. We are here to share with you our content. We want you to have an overview of the Learning English content at Voice of America. We want you to explore our website with us and our YouTube channel. And we want you to learn ways to use VOA's content. We have a lot. And I think Jill and Andrew will agree with me. During the training that we did with these wonderful teachers in Ukraine, we learned that not everyone knows about the Learning English content for Voice of America. So that is our goal. We want you to walk away with some good content, solid content that you can use in your class online with your students to help reduce your stress and also make learning a little bit more fun. But what is your teaching situation like? Maybe we can do a little Mentimeter poll on that. Do you teach older students?
Probably shall I share the answers for the first question before we move on to...
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I'll back up just real quick and just let the teachers see those training goals again.
So here we are. So we see that 37 teachers have already answered and 23 of them have never attended our meetings before. It means that the information we are going to tell them is very new and important. So thanks you for joining us. So that's important to see new faces here.
Oh, and now 24 live results.
Okay, and I move on to the next question. So when I give the floor back to Jody, right?
Great. Yeah, this is important for us to know your students, a little bit more about them. And feel free to drop any details about your situation in the chat as well. And Andrew is moderating those. Are you completely online? Are you in the classroom and online? Hybrid teaching. Tell us anything you feel is important in the chat. Oh, look at this wonderful
So we see
diagram.
already, where who our teachers teach, and we see here teachers who teach in low secondary, upper secondary, special school and vocational school. So, and that's great.
Great.
Yeah, and we can move on to the next question to see more about the situation our teachers work in.
Let's see. Andrew, while they're filling out that Mentimeter, there's another question. Is anyone in the chat offering comments or questions about their teaching situation?
We do have comments about if they're teaching online or a mixture, and we have some responses, and some folks are completely online. Looks like more people, about half and half so far, but a mixture of online and in person.
Okay, great. That seems to be what we found out during the training as well, kind of a combination. What we're seeing now is the live answers coming in. Speaking, yeah, that is a big area where students, English, any language learner needs practice. You can read to yourself, but having that speaking practice. So before, this is a good segue actually. We're going to give you, I'm going to explain our content, but what you should know first off is everything we write at Voice of America Learning English is narrated. So you will have the text and you will have an audio file. You will hear us reading the story. So that is a good way to improve your speaking and listening. You can listen to the article, hear the story, and shadow it, mimic it. So just know before we even start that all of our content is narrated. Okay.
I always say that the key to speaking is good listening. So, and a lot of listening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They are tied together. Exactly, Leoba. Right.
And I also wanted to say to to those who have just joined us, if you want to join Mentimeter, you can go to menti.com and use the code, which is on the top of this slide you see right now, 73628028. So please join up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, shall we move to the next question, or are we still here?
Well, I think we should go, let's start looking at our content a little bit. And I do want to make one comment about the results that I'm seeing here. Speaking, number 1, listening, number 2, writing and grammar, pretty equal there with 3rd and 4th place. And reading is number 5th. And I would like to say that during my research and creation of early literacy materials, which we have for you also, reading to yourself, reading silently is one of the least productive uses of class time for teachers, at least when the students are learning English at that early level. So that's kind of interesting that that's down at the bottom, because, you know, speaking and listening, that's, if you're in the classroom with your students, that is a good use of class time, according to the experts. So, all right, let's go back to the PowerPoint quickly while.
Yeah, and I can move on to the next question so that our participants could already answer while you introduce your fantastic materials. Okay.
I love that. I love that idea, Leoba. Thank you. Okay. So.
Actually, no, but let's hold off on that next one because they haven't seen yet what they are going to respond about.
They can know the question in advance. So as I show you the content of our wonderful Learning English website, start looking for things you might need for your students. Okay, now Learning VOA, Voice of America, is of course a news agency. And you will find on our website news articles, daily news stories. So every day, we bring you the top stories from around the world. It's called As It Is. That is the general section of the news. Here's an example from our webpage. But yes, we cover daily news. And every story, as I said, is narrated at a slower pace. And our stories that are called features. And what we mean by features, those are human interest stories. So they are a little bit lighter. They are not the daily news, but they're health and lifestyle. They are arts and culture, science and technology, and education. All of those topics have a quiz as well. So you will find those on our website, and we will show you. But we are also not just a news site. Oh my gosh, we have so much more. We have articles just for English learners on idioms, on expressions, on grammar. Oops.
We'll pull up the PowerPoint and show that.
Oh, are you not seeing the PowerPoint?
No.
Not yet.
I have
Suspense.
I see my wonderful PowerPoint. That's right. I think Leoba was sharing her screen. Okay, great. You guys probably wondered what I was talking about then. So I'm going to share my screen again. Thank you guys for that little heads up. I hope my face acted enough to keep you interested.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna backpedal. I'm gonna back up a bit. Okay, so this is our, as it is, the news portion of VOA Learning English, because of course, Voice of America does the news. So every day you can find daily news stories, as I have already said. They are narrated. Our features are separate from as it is. As I just pointed out, they are health and lifestyle, education, arts and culture, science and technology. So lighter topics, and those come with quizzes. And here we are, but we're not just a news site. We have idiom stories, we have grammar explanations, stories, and videos. We have courses, we have lesson plans. We have so much for busy teachers. Here is an example of our short form videos. Sometimes teachers, you don't have time to play 10 minutes, 20-minute videos. We have fun short videos for you. English in a Minute focuses on one idiom. We introduce it, we use it in a dialogue, we show fun graphics and photos and videos, and then we're out of there. 1 minute and you're done. Everyday Grammar TV, another short video that teaches specific grammars, and you can find out the topic simply from the title. We will show you more when we navigate our website. We have English at the Movies. Again, very short, focuses on one word or one expression found in a movie, or sometimes a TV show. But anyway, it's very active and very lively for your students. We also have a product called VOA 60. Now, this is not light as the other ones are. This is a news product. So whatever stories we featured in As It Is will appear in this very brief summary of the daily news. So just know that you might see some harder topics, some, not disturbing images, but graphic images, maybe of things happening around the world. But that is there for you as well. And then we have a product called News Literacy, and that is a short video series that talks about being a good consumer. Okay, again, we will get more in depth with these, but just off the top of your head, just as you're seeing some of these products, what type of content and areas do your students, oh, we already did that, need the most help. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Leoba, we're passing by that. Here is another programs just for teachers and learners. These are great. Okay, so we have Ask a Teacher. With this product, you can literally write to us with a question and we will write a story about it. We will even mention you in the story. So that's pretty awesome. We have a product called How to Pronounce. If you or your students are having trouble with a particular pronunciation, then you can go here to the website and find it and hopefully get some help with that. During our scavenger hunt game, I think we will show you some examples of that.
And later when we pair products.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. Andrew has a great discussion about how to pair these products together. So don't be worried if this is a lot of information right now. You will see specific programs later. News words. These are stories, again, a bit more serious, found in our news stories. And this is a very short video as well. You can jump in and jump out with your students. There's another product called Words and Their Stories. This one is just audio and text, and it teaches a little bit deeper in idiom or expression. It pairs well. Andrew, you might think of this with when you're talking about pairing products. English in a Minute is a quick video of one expression. Words and Their Stories takes that idiom or expression and goes a little deeper to explain it more fully, its origin. Is it formal or informal? Different ways you can use it, synonyms for it, things like that.
And collocations.
Yes, exactly. So that article is much more robust when talking about idioms and expressions. programs for teachers and learners, grammar. You teachers might need a fun way to teach grammar. And we have a great product for you. It is a story and also a television program. So you can go to our website and look around on that webpage for everyday grammar and maybe find some topics that will help your students. For example, how to talk about exercise, how to make acronyms, initialisms, and abbreviations. So if you are bored by grammar, like many people are, it is not your fault. If your students are bored by grammar, then please check out this program. It might really help you add a different layer to your grammar lesson, because kids need grammar, but it doesn't have to be boring. And so now that you've seen very briefly some of the types of programs we have, articles, audio, quizzes, we're not done yet either. We have courses, we have lesson plans, but start thinking about what areas you need most. For example, you were planning a lesson last week. What did you need? What were you lacking? And give us an idea of things that you look for on a daily basis to make your lesson plans. That would be great. So Leoba, I'm going to have you just go ahead and start that one. And I'm going to go ahead and go on. English courses. What? Yes, we have full English courses at VOA Learning English from start to finish, or as we like to say, from soup to nuts. Andrew, I know you did not know that idiom when I wrote that story about it, but that is a great idiom. This English course takes you from the beginning to at the very starting, how are you? What is your name? To a more advanced level. And that course is called Let's Learn English. We have level 1 and we have level 2 for you. Short videos, level 1 even has supplemental videos and lesson plans and quizzes and activity sheets. When we show you this product, you will see that it is a complete meal. It is a complete product. We also are making another one called Let's Learn English with Anna. I am Anna, and it's for children. So it's for younger learners who are just beginning. And again, the courses are complete. It's a whole package, and it is scaffolded. So it begins easy and then progresses. So we are very excited to show you more about that. Another course we have is Let's Teach English. And Jill was the creator of this one, so she can speak more to that. But it is 10 videos, 10 complete lessons with a video and examples. And again, if you want a quick refresher or some help with ideas, this course is for you. It's just for teachers or self-learners. These are just some other features we have on our website. We've got a word book that contains the basic words we use. I mentioned earlier that our stories are written simply. They are narrated a little more slowly. We try to contain ourselves to 1,500 basic words. And then we add special vocabulary where needed. But if you are just learning, we don't write our stories at a very, very advanced academic level. We keep it accessible for learners. You can test your English on our website and see how you're doing. You can sign up for daily newscasts, daily podcasts, and as I said, with one of our products called Ask a Teacher, you can always write us and ask us a question, and we would love to answer it. In fact, just this morning, I got a great question from a listener that I am going to write a Words in Their Stories about. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, before we talk about our content, do we have any results from that Mentimeter? Or any, Andrew, do we have any comments in the chat
Yeah,
about?
sure, we have results. So, and I can show a couple of slides because they, with the results of for the questions.
Great.
And then we're going to move to our scavenger hunt.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just a moment.
Oh, I see we have 53 comments in the chat.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm sharing the results of
Okay,
the
great.
question. So, which areas do you need the most help? And you see that the least help our teachers need to be motivated themselves. So they're quite motivated to do the work. So, but what they do need help in is keeping students interested and motivated. So, which is absolutely different thing.
Yeah.
So,
That is very good to know. And I think, keeping students interested, connecting students to the content,
What's up, bitcha?
yeah, is so important. If you can find that connection, if they are interested in the topic, then you have won half the battle. You have won half the battle, in my opinion. So
yeah,
And
and I also started already asking teachers about what type of content is most useful for them. So, and we can see the first results. Please join up to answer these questions. So, short-term videos actually on the top of the list.
that's
And
great.
video courses with lesson plans are also as popular, I would say.
Great. Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, the video courses with lesson plans, it's already there for you. And we will talk about it later, but you can easily use them in conjunction with your own material, your own lesson plans. So it doesn't have to replace anything. It can be used with as a supplemental. I see phrasal verbs. I see more vocabulary. Andrew, let me know how I'm doing on time and if we need to
Yeah.
go. Yep.
So we do need to move to the
Great.
scavenger hunt, and we can show these video where we can find these videos on the site and where we can find
Perfect.
some of the other things.
I have talked long enough. I hope that was hope that was not too boring for everyone. So I'm no longer sharing my screen, correct? Good.
Yep.
I'm going to
And-
give the reins, as we say. I'm going to give control to Jill, and she is going to talk a bit about finding content on our website. And at the same time, I'll be looking at the chat, Andrew, and see. We have some interesting
So
things.
we're gonna play a game called a scavenger hunt. You may know about animals that are scavengers. They're going all over the place looking for things to eat. We're looking for things to help you teach.
You're going to eat the
So-
English content.
Yes, yummy content. So we asked you about what your students need help with. Maybe there's something that you yourself have a problem teaching. It's like, oh no, I got to do this again, or something that doesn't really excite your students the way you want it to excite them. So we're going to explore a little bit more about our website to see if we can find something to help you. In the chat, Tatiana said that she was interested in phrasal verbs. And I happened to look up phrasal verbs on our website. The way to find this is if you go to the little magnifying glass at the top of the navigation bar, and you pop your search term in there, and you might find it better to put it in quotation marks if it's a phrase like that, phrasal verbs. And here I found an article about using phrasal verbs for making New Year's resolutions. I found one about exercise. I'm going to show you this one. It turns out that if you want to talk about exercise, you actually use quite a few phrasal verbs like work out and warm up. So as a refresher, phrasal verbs are verbs that you can't just look at the meaning of the separate parts of it. It can be 2 or 3 parts. You can't look at the meaning of those separate words to get the meaning of the verb phrase. So this
Jill,
is
can you go back to your results for a minute?
Yeah,
I just want to point something out. There are 2 different products for everyday grammar. How can they tell the difference between audio text and video?
Well,
Okay.
here we have a little icon that shows this is a video. Another thing you can do in the search function itself, you can click on video. And whoa, look at all those videos. So if you want something to really spice up a class with some video, this is one way to do it.
Let's play one, Jill. Can we show a couple seconds just so they get an idea?
Or could we
Yeah.
show also the little hamburger menu on the left and the audio and video icon on the right at the top?
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay, we've got what we fondly call the hamburger menu. It's 3 or 4 bars, horizontal bars. And here you can find beginning level, intermediate level, and advanced level content. You also could find things that are related to US history. There's a ton of material in there. If you are teaching about democracy, for example, maybe a popular topic these days, you can find that. Also, you can go to the video landing page, which shows all of our video products in one place. As Jody was mentioning earlier, quite a few short form videos here.
Yeah.
And Andrew, the other thing you wanted to, the other icons? Is that what you were asking
just
about?
up there on the top right.
Top right. Here you can also go to the same page, the video page. This one here, read, listen, and learn. Those are the basically the features for the day, for particular days. Each day of the week, we feature a different type of content. Monday is our health and lifestyle, and you can see this is an article about gardening. Gardening articles are immensely popular with our audience.
A lot of gardeners out there.
Yeah, so all of these here are the features for Monday, yesterday. On Sunday, we feature science and technology. Also, our How to Pronounce episode comes out then. We have arts and culture coming up there.
So Jill, just so we're clear, if they go to that read, speak, and that icon, it goes to the that day's content, correct?
It goes to the feature stories, the most recent feature stories.
Right. What does our homepage look like? How can they just begin there? Can you show us again that how can we get to this health and lifestyle story from our homepage? Let's say I want to use an article about
on the
gardening.
homepage. So on the homepage, you can see this top section says lessons of the day. And in that, you can see the feature story and additional new material. So all of this is new as of yesterday. We publish at around 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern time. So the new stuff for today will be out then. Here you can see the English in a Minute episode. This is about older Americans here, news story, protests in Israel, another news story, another story about Colombia banning bullfighting. You can also see a big banner here at the top of the page, Let's Learn English with Anna. This is where you can find, in 7 different languages, our latest educational course,
Hopefully
learn
Ukraine
English.
is coming soon.
Yes, we hope so.
Hope so.
So going back
Okay.
to the icon at the top, you can also scroll down on the home page to find our courses.
Also here,
This
Jill,
is
I'm seeing that you can find each product separately. That's great.
Yep. And it's by level. So here you can see this is the beginning level. Here's the intermediate level. This is where you'll find the health, science, arts and culture, and news programs. We also have a series on America's presidents here, and the video programs. And then at the advanced level, here's something where you might find new ideas about teaching. The education section, trends at schools, a lot of really interesting education topics are there. We have everyday grammar. And then stories.
Education, sorry, Jill, education is a feature. So what does it have for the teachers? A quiz.
Yes. So let's take a look at the latest education story, which was published on Saturday. Let's take a look actually and kind of dissect this page. What do you see at the top in the chat? Maybe you can respond here. What elements do you see on the screen here?
Related content is pretty cool.
So we have related content, right? So this is about people retiring from teaching and maybe continuing to learn. Irina says, please type the link to the website.
I'll do that.
Will do.
Okay, thanks. Picture, audio, script. Yeah, you have pictures, you have images.
Yeah. We have a main picture, and then this little bar here is our audio. Let me play a little bit of that for you.
We can't hear it.
Hearing it, not hearing it. Okay, let's click the button.
Down.
While she's
And
doing
it surely is not a time to stop learning. OLLI, which is on the grounds of American University, AU, offers classes especially for retirees. The Institute has more than 90 classes each.
Did you notice anything about the speed of the speaker there? He's not speaking at a quick broadcast speed. He's speaking, yeah, Julius is not fast. Oh yeah, it's a slow speed. Yeah. So this is typical of how we present our audio, even at the advanced levels. You can see education is in our advanced section, but even at the advanced level, you'll see you'll hear the slower speed.
And
if
how about
we scroll down,
sorry, the download links and the different speeds they can download it at.
Yeah, Jill.
it's actually different size files.
Yeah, size. Sorry.
Yeah, not speeds.
Teachers.
Yeah, so you can download it to use offline.
That's great.
Or you can even send it by email to your students.
Sorry to interrupt. We have a little lag. The teachers have mentioned vocabulary, finding more vocabulary. So at the bottom of every story, in addition to that basic 1,500 word vocabulary, we offer keywords that are important to the understanding of that topic. So that is a good place to gather either idioms we've used or new vocabulary for that topic.
Yeah, so Olya noted that keywords are highlighted in the text, so you can see these are the ones that are in bold. And the definitions for those words are down at the bottom in this section. And then you can see there's a quiz. So here we can try answering the question. Maybe this, we'll see, oh, nope, that's not the right answer. It was an all of the above. So the quiz offers instant feedback plus a little information from the text to help you with finding where that answer is located. We had a question in the chat. we don't need to log in to this website. No, you don't. Everything's totally open, free for you to use. You can share it with your students. You can download our videos. You can put them on your own, web page if you have one for your students, your school's website. Everything is in the public domain, except for some of the pictures. If you wanted to publish, say, this is Dan Novak's picture, so you could use that. But sometimes you'll find that there are pictures that are from a news service, a wire service. Oh, Dan did this one too. Dan's quite a great photographer, isn't he?
Here's Dan's picture. Dan is the voice that you heard as well.
Yeah, so here's one that says AP. That's the only thing that's on our site that's not in the public domain. The images that are from Associated Press.
Jill,
But
can I
you can
interrupt?
use them in the class.
Can I interrupt for 1 minute?
Yeah.
So we had quite a few, like a big block of that pie chart requesting either courses and lesson plans or short form videos. So can we
Let's take
demonstrate a
look at,
couple of
lesson
videos?
plans.
Yeah, Andrew will be up next to pair products. So you will see more products, but let's see some of those short videos, Jill, or
Why don't we take a look at Let's Learn English?
sure. We are going to look at that a little more in depth as well for my demonstration on one video, many activities. Oh, there's with Anna. We don't look at this one, so maybe this is a good one to show.
Okay, should I start from the
I do.
beginning? It's painful to see ourselves.
I know. But my cat is there, so.
Hello, and welcome to Let's Learn English with Anna. I am Dr. Jill. But who are you? Today, we answer that question. Who are you? So let's go to Anna's treehouse. She helps us answer the question, who are you?
Hi, welcome to my treehouse. I am Anna.
And Max.
That is Max. Max is an E mailbox.
Anna, I have our question for today.
Thanks, Max. Who are you? Who are you? I am Anna. I am Anna.
I am Max.
Anna.
I am Max.
Max, I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry.
Interrupting me.
Max, I'm done now.
And I am Max.
Nice song. Okay, friends, say the question after me. Who are you?
That might be
Who
enough, Jill, to give them an
are-
idea.
I just want to show
Who?
the children when they
Oh.
appear.
Now, let's meet some new friends.
Stars in the
They
chat.
answered today's question too.
I am Zanitsu. I am Anna Abhiri.
Hi, I am Alexa.
So as you can see, those are children who have just sent in videos to us. Because of the pandemic, we couldn't have them come and work with us in person. But these children are in different places, actually, not only in the United States, but in other countries. And so that gives the learner an authentic example and a model of the language by somebody in their own age group. I wanted to show you the lesson plan here. Each of our series in the Let's Learn English series has lesson plans that include a summary, pre-watching activities for before watching the video, questions to ask during watching the video, and then afterwards. And then I'm going to just kind of scroll down with a lot of ideas for really active classroom activities, literacy-based, learning to write the Latin alphabet, work with numbers, and then activity sheets. So for example, here's one to practice writing the key words of this lesson, and then an activity sheet for speaking. So you mentioned earlier your students need listening and speaking. So this kind of pair activity, it's often what they call information gap activity, is ideal for that. And then more expansion activities. So all of these are ways that the learner can practice using the language, the content that's in those short videos.
Andrew,
Okay,
we're a little behind starting your pairing products. Are we okay on time for you? Andrew's muted right now, but
no time like the present.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
we're okay on time,
Okay.
and I'll ask Jody. You can pull up slide 39,
Sure, let's do that.
and then I'll be sharing just a few things with you all.
Great. Jill, while I'm doing that, do you want to finish up with what other courses have lesson plans? You don't have to say it like that. I like to sing a lot, so I sing my lesson plans.
Just like my sister.
Just trying to find
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so here's an example of the lesson plan from Let's Learn English Level 2. This
That's
is
not
a
shared.
course.
We cannot see it.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I thought that was somebody else sharing it. Oh, I hit the wrong. There. Oh, now I think we can get it.
Andrew is going to show you how to pair some of our products, and whatever products he does not mention in his, we will definitely show you those short form videos so they can help you. I'm just trying to get to
Here we go. So this is an example of a lesson from level 2 of Let's Learn English. And you can see it has a grid with all of the basic information you need about the lesson. And then it has 4 or 5 days worth of activities that help you to teach the vocabulary, the grammar point, and a learning strategy to go with the lesson, and additional worksheets that give students a lot of practice with speaking and listening. You can also find lesson plans in our American Stories series. Those are 15-minute recordings of short stories, classic American stories, and in the Let's Learn English with Anna series, which you just saw.
Jill, since you're already sharing the
Right.
slides, can you go to Andrew's pairing products?
Let's see.
Yeah, that's 37, slide 37.
Oh, or I can go to it.
Oh,
There we go.
go.
Oh, go back. Yep. All right. Thank you. So look, we know that after this training, you'll have time to look at our website and take time and go through and learn how to find where everything is. We'll encourage you also to scroll down to the very bottom of our homepage, and there's a section in blue which lists all of our content. So can go back a slide, please.
Yeah.
So what we're hoping to do here, and just briefly in about 10 minutes, is help you think about for your teaching ways that you can use more than one of our products together. And so here you see this little graphic, and if you think about the dot on the left, right? So that's representing if you, as a learning English or other languages, your students, if they try to learn something and they see it once, they read a word, hear a word once in isolation, obviously it's much harder to remember that than if that same item they see many times in many different contexts. And so that's going to create a much richer web for their memory, in which memory will actually not feel like it takes a lot of effort. The mind will naturally remember things when they're in this context. So that's what we want to show, is ways of combining some things. So let's go to the next slide. Thank you. And so, for example, let's say you wanted, we saw that speaking was your number one need that your students needed more practice with. And let's say you wanted them to practice pronouncing V. So the good news is there's more than one product that we have that would address that. And we can go to the next slide. So I'm going to show you, and we're just going to play about a minute of each of these because they are relatively short. So we have 3 products. This is just one example. And we're going to go from very specific, where you address exactly that pronunciation issue, to something a little broader. So I'm going to show you. So you see here at the top, this is the How to Pronounce video series. And that has both very specific practice on phonemes, but it also has other broader aspects of pronunciation. So let's look at that. I'm going to just show that real quickly for you.
I love that you use the word phoneme.
Hey.
Hello.
I love the word. Does anybody love early literacy out there? Let me know in the chat.
F and V. Mixing up these sounds can change the meaning of a word. Here's an example. Fairy, very. Fat, vat. F and V are called fricatives. This means that as you push air from your mouth, you use your lips and teeth to change the flow of air. In both of these sounds, you put your top teeth onto your lower lip. The difference between the sounds is this. F is voiceless and V is voiced.
Okay, so that would be a start with very specific practice for that. But you could think about, well, maybe you're teaching younger learners. And so you want material that is more towards their age and their level. And so again, Let's Learn English with Anna could be useful for that. So we're going to take a look briefly.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jill. Welcome to Let's Learn English with Anna.
I'm going to
The
move
world
this
has
forward.
many great places.
And you see in this episode, they deal with, the title is, where do you want to visit? So you have that word with V, and you have our children who are telling where they want to visit. And then Anna goes to, and talks about Finland. So the F, and then later in the segment,
Look at that tree.
you'll see some more
Sometimes
explanations
big
about
trees
the sound.
fall in the forest.
That is a great secret.
What is the same with these words? Very, visit, fun, friend, Finland. That's right. They all begin with F or V. Can you hear the difference between th and v? Let's watch Anna. She knows the difference.
F, fine. V, vine.
Super close up is really hard to watch. It just-
Okay. Okay. So now you've seen something that's more for younger learners, but anybody could benefit from that. I'm going to show you just one more thing. So now, of course, we pronounce words. All the pronunciation is constant. You don't need something specific for pronunciation. So all you need to do is look for a short video that maybe features that sound somewhere in it, right? So let me share just one more thing with you. Little computer navigation going on here.
While you're doing that, Andrew,
Yes.
our products, Let's Learn English, levels 1 and 2, and Let's Learn English with Anna are hopefully multi-generational. So even if the content is simple for your students, they could teach a grandparent. They could teach an aunt or an uncle using that product. They can become the teacher.
Good point. Okay, I'm navigating as quickly as I know how. Here we go. Okay, so let's look at
Welcome to English in a Minute. Tunnels are long and dark. If you drive a car through one, you have to keep your headlights on to see. So, is this what tunnel vision means?
Dan, I heard that you're supporting that awful local official who's involved in 3 scandals?
Well, that awful local official fixed the sidewalk outside my house. So, yeah, I support him.
Dan, that is some serious tunnel vision, dude.
As an idiom, tunnel vision means to have a very narrow viewpoint. People with tunnel vision are...
Okay, so there you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So your students get to practice the vision, and they learn the idiom, what does having tunnel vision mean? So that's just one example. And so I pose a question to you. Could you think of what else could you do with your students to combine, if you wanted to combine products, right? So one thing you could do is you could give them one Voice of America Learning English video or article, and you could ask them, can you find something else that works on this same topic? And that can help them try to maybe do some of the work and not make you do everything for them, and maybe help them with their motivation. We can come back to the slides and just want to show you just some other possibilities of combining material. So
In the meantime, we had a question about where we can find the early literacy materials, and I'll post that in the chat for everybody.
Okay, so let me, I'll pull up.
You want the PowerPoint?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
I think those early literacy materials, they live on our YouTube channel currently, but they will be added to our website, to our teacher section. Let's Teach English.
So
this was the.
No, we could go forward. Great. So again, so this is just some more examples. Let's say, of course, grammar is embedded throughout the language constantly, right? So actually, you could do grammar with anything, but here's maybe starting again specifically. So you could think, start specifically and then branch outwards. So everyday grammar TV, Ask a Teacher might have some grammar related things.
Definitely. Let's
Learn English series, which there's many of these, and they have the lesson plans. There's grammar in there. And then in the pie chart, there was a very narrow slice for graphics and photos. We have a feature on our website just called The Day in Photos, and they're very striking photos. And with just one photo, you don't need to prepare anything. It's there, but you have an idea for how your students use it. They could talk about the past, the present, the future, just using a photo. You could teach grammar from that. Idioms, words in their stories, which is text and audio. The ones in blue are video, English in a Minute, English at the Movies. Those address idioms. And then, of course, all the articles you read, there's idiomatic expressions within those. So again, there's many ways to combine, and that would, I think, make it more interesting for you help your students' interests, and specifically for language learning, make the process of remembering and learning vocabulary and expressions and grammatical structures more natural and easier because things are combined in a rich context. Okay, so talking about combining things, we're going to look now at using one video and generating many ideas from that.
So, oh, want to do the poll?
Sure. And speaking of
We can't hear you.
speaking of video,
I'll unmute my mic. Yeah. Before I start talking about how to take one video and create many activities, I have a great question. Let's just relax for a minute. You've had a lot of content thrown at you. If you were to be in your own movie, which movie would you like to star in? And Lioba is going to help us take that Mentimeter poll. While she's doing that, I'm going to show you another product we have that we have not seen yet, a short video, which is something you have requested. Now, this is a product that we do not currently produce any longer, but there are hundreds on our website, and that product is called English at the Movies. And of course, I want to make up a theme song for that. But my husband jokes with me and says that all my theme songs sound the same, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. So what I'm going to do is share my screen quickly and make sure I have optimizing sound and video. I'm going to go back to our website very quickly. Okay, this is our website, way up at the top. This is what, if you go to our website today, this is what you will see. We've already showed you how to navigate. I'm going to take you down, 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 of course, to this area. All of our video programs are here for you. Here's English at the Movies. I'm going to click on this one. Here's the collection. And you can load more and more and more and find hundreds. Now, to keep your students interested, they need to connect to the content. So why not find a movie that they like? Or they can go on the website and find a movie they like to learn some language. Let's see, I love superhero movies. Yes, I do. So I'm going to find a superhero movie. That looks like a superhero movie. Okay, I like the looks of this. So I'm going to play it for you, just a couple.
Welcome to English at the Movies, where you learn American English heard at the movies. The movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It tells the story of Shang-Chi, a superhero who uses his skills in Chinese martial arts to fight his enemies. Shang-Chi.
Oh, do you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my, sorry. Superheroes have problems too. Things don't always go as planned with superheroes. I think that was on my side, my computer. Anyway, you get the idea. This talks about one expression, and I'm just going to forward all the way to the end. It gives you a little quiz.
Gain from your experience.
Sorry about that.
People use it when considering whether actions of the past could prove useful or damaging in the present.
Who are you?
And that's English at the Movie.
Okay. Sorry,
Welcome to
I have a feeling my computer is not cooperating, but that's another product that you can find on our website, a short video. Okay, so we have one more hour. Before I launch into how to take one video and make many activities, let's see that Mentimeter poll result. What type of movie would you guys like to be in? Me, definitely superhero. Absolutely. A rom-com, comedy friendship, we would call that a rom-com. That's awesome. Action and adventure. Yeah, because you won't get hurt in a movie doing all the romance. Scary ghost. So not many horror film fans in there, right? Very interesting. Awesome. Okay. We are going to watch now a full 5-minute video. And this is from Let's Learn English. Andrew or Jill, I'm a little concerned about my bandwidth on my computer. That was a very strange lag.
I can show that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. This episode is from Let's Learn English Level 2, episode 24, and it talks about superheroes. So again, if you have a classroom full of superhero fans, you can use this video. And this is the one we will focus on to find many, many different activities. It's just one example, but this is a chance for you to take a little rest, enjoy the video. It's going to be a 5-minute little break for you. And while you are watching, start thinking about, how could I take this video and make many different activities? And I want you to think about that and possibly add them to the chat if you think of something. And then I will give you some of my ideas. So
it's coming.
Just going to take a little tea break. You guys have been a great audience. I hope this is not too much information all at once. But whenever you are ready, we will relax and watch the video.
All right. And think about ways of using this.
Yes.
Hi, I see you like superhero culture. Me too. In fact, tonight I'm going to the big superhero convention. Are you going?
I don't know.
Well, you'd better decide soon. Last year, it sold out. So, since we're talking about superheroes, would you rather become a superhero by accident, like Spider-Man, or be born a superhero, like Wonder Woman? Take your time. It's a big question. I thought about it for days.
Okay, if I had to choose, I'd rather be born a superhero.
I'd rather become a superhero by an unexpected accident.
Aren't all accidents unexpected?
Well, yeah.
What was that? Are you okay?
I'm better than okay. I feel super.
Oh no! Anna was just hit by lightning. She had better get help. We use had better to give advice. It is very informal and stronger than should or ought to. For example, Anna says,
"You'd better decide soon. Last year, it sold out."
When we use had better, we usually shorten the word had for personal pronouns. We use would rather to say what we or someone else prefers to do or have. For example, the boy says,
"Okay, if I had to choose, I'd rather be born a superhero."
With would rather, we also shorten the word would when used with personal pronouns. Keep watching and listen for had better and would rather.
You'd better see a doctor.
I've never felt better.
You were just struck by lightning, and what happened to your hair and your clothes?
I don't know. Wait, I do know. This is my super suit, and this is my origin story.
What are you talking about?
An origin story tells the beginning of a superhero. You should know that.
You're not making any sense, lady.
I would rather be called Lightning Bolt Lady. It'll sound great in a theme song. Lightning Bolt Lady. Now I need to find my superpowers.
I really think...
Wait, don't tell me. I'll read your mind. You are thinking you'd like to be my super helper.
I was not thinking that.
That you'd like to live in a treehouse.
No.
That you should eat more vegetables.
Please stop talking. You really should get some help.
Mind reading is not my superpower. Maybe I can become invisible. I am invisible. You can't see me. Who am I? I'm not here. You can't see me.
I can see you, and so can everybody else.
No power of invisibility. Maybe I can create a force field. I feel it working. Nothing can hurt. Ow, that wasn't very nice. I see I have a lot of work to do. Well, goodbye, non-super person.
Wait, I'd better go with you. You might get worse. That's even possible.
That's very nice of you, ordinary human, but I'd rather go by myself. This is a quest.
Every time you speak, I get more confused.
A quest is a part of all superhero stories. You really need to work on your superhero studies. Now, stand back. I've never flown before.
And you're not flying now.
Flying is not my superpower. That's too bad. It's going to be expensive to Uber everywhere. You know, I'd rather walk. It's a nice day. Goodbye, non-super person.
I'm not talking to strangers again.
Will Lightning Bolt Lady find her superpowers ever? Ouch! Did that brick wall hurt? Will this young man ever talk to a stranger again? Find out on the next episode of Let's Learn English.
You should eat more. So learning English should be fun. There is no reason to not have fun. Not where that is my son, by the way, Felix. He was a real trooper. I kind of like the pink wig. So yeah, you can use this video in so many ways. Let's go to that slideshow and
just a note, we actually only have about 15 minutes left.
I saw your message. I thought we had longer. Okay. Can't we just stay longer?
Go to Q&A fairly soon, but
okay. Well, we will go through this.
Get some ideas.
Quickly. Yeah. So anyway, I wrote that script specifically to teach would rather, I'd rather. And it's a common way that we speak, but to make it fun, I wanted to use a superhero. And that's what we did. So with the slides, I'm just going to find the slideshow. And we're going to talk about how to use that.
Jody, and I clicked to the question, about which superpower our participants would like to have. And you can actually use the poll and answer it. So I'll share just the screen for a couple of minutes to remind our passcode. So you may go to menti.com and choose which superpower would you love to have. So to be like Jody.
And sometimes all you need is the right hair.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is my
costume.
Our costume. I have my lightning bolt right over there. It's always close by.
So my sister's most favorite superpower would definitely be teleportation. This is what she always talks about.
Oh my gosh! Of course, you could go anywhere. Teleport here. Teleport there.
In a moment, you wouldn't waste time on commuting. So, which is also very good. Yeah.
Exactly. In fact, I've just come back from Bangladesh and I spent time with wonderful teachers and students there showing them products and I miss them so much. I would teleport there in a heartbeat to see them because it is a very long flight. So are you going to show the Mentimeter?
I'm showing the Mentimeter, but still mind reading is the winner here among all these superpowers.
Mind reading is the winner.
Points, right?
That might help you to understand your students. Huh?
Exactly.
Sure.
That's what we know.
I've put a question in the chat. how many ways could you think of to use this superpower video?
Okay, great.
And we'd be happy to have some examples from the folks who said they've taken one of our sessions, our training sessions before. I see
Great.
Catherine there.
I remember activities that we have made, projects due to this video, grammar materials. Yes, we had a lot of plans for this video.
Great. Yeah, that's a good point. These lessons or these videos all come with lesson plans. So even if you do not have any time to get creative or to think of something, just go to the lesson plans and select a few activities to use with the videos, or use an activity sheet included in the lesson plans. So that is a very easy way to do it. Exactly. Thank you, Katerina. Now I'm going to show.
Got lots of ideas coming in the chat here.
Great. I'm going to show the slide then, if you guys want to moderate the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm just going to share very quickly.
Using had better.
I'm very, I'm sorry for the any lack in, do you guys see it?
Slide, not yet. So you need slide 46?
One video, many activities. Yeah.
Okay. I can share it if you'd like.
Thank you. For some reason, I don't have the share option. Man, my computer's really, okay. Great. So you play that video for your students. At the very least, you could have a conversation about superheroes, right? Maybe you have a discussion about which superpower they would like. And that could actually be a very robust lesson as students describe their superpower and give demonstrations on how they would use it to help. So that's just one very simple. If you go to the next slide, here are some specific ways I thought of. You could personalize the video. How? By asking about what superpower would you want? And that way the students are very interested in answering with those grammar points. I'd rather be a mind reader. I'd rather teleport. You could ask about story elements. For example, I guess we could just go to the next slide, Andrew. They're filled out a little bit more. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll take care of those from the chat. But okay, what problem does Anna have? That is a story question. Who are the main characters? You could really dissect the video just as a story. You could change the story, change the beginning, change the ending. And for this, your students could actually write their own story. And that way it can become a writing, they can read it, a reading activity. The other students are listening, so it's a listening activity. And then another student can summarize what their fellow classmate wrote. So it can be a full skill activity. Simply guess what comes next. If you play part of the video and stop it in the middle and ask the students, what do you think is going to happen? They answer, and then they are connected to find out, am I right? Am I wrong? So stopping the video, giving them little clues can be a very good way to connect to that learner, because we all want to know if we're right. Think about how you felt when you looked at that Mentimeter graph. I was very curious. Who wants this superpower? Is my superpower up there? Did I win? You know, so connecting to your student in those ways is very, very effective. You could simply ask about the content, as I said, have a discussion about it. Again, you can summarize, put the students in pairs, and they take turns summarizing the stories to each other. So it's a small group activity between students. You can, of course, make up a theme song for your superhero.
There's a good one.
Maybe you have a student who likes music. Let them make a theme song. Maybe another student is an artist. They can make the artwork for a superhero. then together they can make a video. So you can combine the writing works, the essays, the artwork, and the music, and make your own superhero video using that grammar, using that vocabulary found in the video. Boom, your students, they're going to remember it. I can't promise, but I can almost promise.
Victoria says, interview a superhero.
Perfect. Oh, go to the
So
next
that's
slide,
on-
Andrew. Victoria, you must be the mind reader. So party talk, you can talk about it.
One
as I
before that,
said.
Andrew. So can you go to the one before?
One after is called expert interview.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess
The one
it
after
didn't show
party
up.
is expert interview. So I'm the superhero, you're the reporter. Tell us, how did you get your superpowers? Well, I was struck by lightning, or whatever your origin story is. So Victoria is a mind reader. For reals. So anyway, so that is one example.
And Irina suggested that they could focus on the forms had better and would rather.
Exactly. You can teach conditionals, as Victoria said. You can fit any grammar you want. If I were a superhero, I would be like Wonder Woman. If I were, so, you know, you can use the video as a base, and then like Andrew showed, you can go in different directions and based on your students and your needs. But you know what, teachers, if you just need a video to play at the end of a very busy day, you can do it. You can just play the video. Maybe they talk about it afterward. Maybe they have homework to do the next day, but they can give you a very easy break when you are feeling maybe stressed or you want something fun. The Let's Learn English videos are all fun. When I made this product, when I wrote them, and I worked with a wonderful videographer who made them beautiful and fun, that was our goal. Teach English, but make it fun. That is, I'm very passionate about that, obviously. So, hey, thank you very much.
Time-wise, should we be moving to a Q&A?
Definitely, yeah.
I think so.
All right.
I have to keep the wig on now because my curls are all mashed.
You have to. So,
You know, one thing, we had the question about the early literacy materials, and I wanted to explain about what those are and how you can find them on the YouTube channel. So here's our YouTube channel.
Great.
And you can see there that the topics include instructional classroom language, reading skills, and comprehension. In our longer workshop, we do a visualization strategy. Very helpful tips on giving instructions there.
And again, these are kind of lighthearted. They're not super. The research is serious. I researched them for a full year and interviewed literacy experts, but the presentation is in the spirit of Let's Learn English. So a little more lighthearted,
and I think we didn't mention how to get to like the kind of a sitemap for all of our content. It's at the bottom of every page in this blue section, and there you can find English at the Movies, which Anna shared with you earlier.
Yeah, sure. And also the National Parks, Jill. That was a very popular video series with the teachers.
America's National Parks.
Yeah.
And then you can find our YouTube content by clicking on one of these icons for the social media platforms. We're not on TikTok. Unfortunately, we can't do TikTok.
One thing I'd like to mention to everybody, particularly if you're new and this is the first time with the training, or if you're relatively new to our website, the organization is not ideal.
Right.
So you're going to have to spend some time finding things, but use Google also. Combine VOA Learning English and then whatever idea or topic you're interested in. Sometimes that might get you an answer even faster than our own website. It depends. So you're gonna have to take time to look around our website, because some things are not as obvious as others. And for example, the national parks also has video with it. It's not just an audio thing, but it's listed under audio on our site. So
Andrew, can I share what I found in Google? We had a comment in the chat a little while back about medical vocabulary.
Yeah.
And I just popped a search into Google, VOA Learning English medical vocabulary, and here we go. We have medical expressions, words in their stories episode. We have a health report, and something on Facebook here. Oh, that's somebody else's Facebook. We also had a whole series about a school where students are learning to take on medical careers. And that one, where's the search bar here? Oh, what happened to my search bar? Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's what?
And let me see if we could pull that up for your benefit with the medical terms. So here's one of those stories about immigrants who were studying to be nurses' aides. I'll pop that one into the chat for you. Any other questions?
Is it snowing in Kyiv?
it is.
Oh my gosh. So I have to
snowing right behind the window. So like.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to share something in the comments because one of my favorite videos that I wrote with two wonderful friends and colleagues is called The Big Snow. So if you need to talk about weather with your students,
The Big Snow.
check out The Big Snow. It's a very funny video. Anyway. Yeah, but what Andrew said is very important. Take time to navigate our website. We are a little limited because we have so much content. We have quizzes and lesson plans and activity sheets. The other parts of Voice of America, they don't. They are news. So it's a little more easy for them to archive their material. For us, Andrew is right. You really have to spend some time looking, maybe using Google to help you find the content, but it's there, and you will become more, it will become more intuitive as you use it. So, but really,
and for video length, the Let's Learn English lessons, each of those is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's Learn English with Anna, each of those is 5 minutes, and there's a lot in 5 minutes. So we have 5-minute videos, then we have 1-minute videos. English in a minute is 1 minute. News words is 1 minute.
Very quick.
VOA 60 is a 1-minute summary. That's 60 seconds, not 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we have, and then how to pronounce is about 2.5 minutes generally. So there's a number of short videos that you can find.
Leo, but did we have another Mentimeter, or are we finished with
I've just switched to the last question to ask our participants how they feel. So, and they have already started answering. So I'll again share the link in the chat box to remind how you can join the quiz. So, and I can share the screen. So in case someone might want to go to menti.com directly, and here on the top of the page, you will see the top. Yes, you see most energized and ready to go. We have 2 participants who are tired but happy, and 2 participants who are busy and a little bit overwhelmed. My cat doesn't say yes as this one, which is overwhelmed. Yeah.
Well, listen, can I just say to the overwhelmed teachers, we are here for you. I put my personal email in the chat and my work email. Don't hesitate to reach out. You have a great community here. So please share all of your information. I know on Telegram, you guys are very active. So consider us part of your network. I hope to see you on Telegram soon. And yeah, just, know that we are here to support you. All, not just the busy and overwhelmed, all of the teachers, the energized and ready to goes, the tired but happies.
So, but we do not have dazed and confused so far.
Yeah.
Not,
no one's admitting.
So they are.
No one's confessing.
And Leoba, it was a joy to work with you as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a commenter in YouTube. Leoba, can you pronounce the name of the person who's commenting?
YouTube? So I do not see YouTube right now because.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's somebody.
We got more tired but happy
ideas.
Yeah, but we have comments. Ola is commenting that she appreciates for the meeting, and Vika, hello Vika. So Vika thanks and said that she is inspired. So a lot of thanks are going on into the chat.
Wonderful.
To our fantastic trainers, Jill and Rujori, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. We have a tie, neck and neck. That means a tie. Tired but happy, energized and ready to go. But it's an evening, so that's normal to be
a little tired.
You
guys work really hard.
Yeah. Yep. It was a joy to spend time with you here online. And again, hopefully we can connect on social media as well.
Good. Thank you. And Yulia sends regards to Dustin. Don't forget to to tell Dustin people are here sending him hello.
And Faith as well. Faith was one of our trainers early on. We've had a lot of team members eager to help you. So we will pass along all of your hellos.
Yeah.
Early literacy, so for any chances, will early literacy materials be expanded?
Actually, there's a lot there that's not even included in that YouTube playlist. Those are just the videos, but each of those modules, fluency, comprehension, vocabulary, they each have a PowerPoint and a handbook, audio files. So they are actually a complete product that we have not yet put on our website, but we will. So Leoba, I think the best way to let teachers know when that happens is through Telegram. We can just let you guys know.
Send the link there. So, or you can also send information to us, and we can email those who are not on Telegram.
Wonderful. Okay, great. Yeah, that's a complete, huge product that I made for teachers in the Rohingya refugee camps. So there are lots of ideas for teachers who are a little stressed out, low resources, very basic explanations, very easy to use.
Thank you. Again, a lot of thanks for you.
One more point. In the chat, I just dropped a document that has a link. The very last link in that document I gave you is to a Google Drive folder with a lot of more materials that you can use.
And in the meantime, reach out to me on those 2 email addresses, and I can send you material as well. They're already made, and we've already shared them with several teachers. So if you want those early literacy materials, just contact me. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you again, Jody, Jill, Andrew. Best regards to Dustin and Faith. It was nice working with you for so many weeks. And I do believe that's not the answer, and we'll do something together with you again in some times, because I think your team deserves rest, because you've done a fantastic job with us. Thanks a lot.
Sure. And Telegram links, we can put links for Telegram. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. You have done your job perfectly. I miss you greatly, and thanks for opportunity to see you and to hear you today. Hope we'll continue our cooperation in the future. Thank you, Jill.
Unmute yourself. Let your voices be free. Unmute. Unmute.
That was Oksana. Thank you.
Very much. I wish you all the best.
Hi, Katerina.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, bye. Have a nice evening, and have a nice day to all our fantastic trainers from another part of the world.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.